We're here with Cody Thorn, sports editor of the Neosho Daily News, and we're going to talk about Seneca in the Class 3 sectional round of boys basketball tournament. Cody, what are some keys to the game for Seneca as they play against Spokane?
I think the first key obviously would be shutting down Spokane's offense. If you look at some of their scores throughout the year, they put up a lot of points. They're a pretty quality team. They're led by a guy named Mark Neff, who's a senior guard. He's the only player back from last year's team, but last year's team took third in state, so there has been kids that have been around the winning program. So obviously Seneca is a team that prides itself on defense, so it's kind of the ultimate test. Good offense versus a good defense.
Seneca's hot right now. They've won how many in a row?
7 straight.
7 straight. Are they peaking at the right time, do you think?
I think so. I mean, earlier this year they've had 2 5-game winning streaks, but after each of those fifth wins, they lost to Mount Vernon and Carl Junction. So they're in the districts. They had the 5-game winning streak, and they ended up beating Mount Vernon and made it a 6-game streak. They made it 7 when they beat East Newton on Saturday. So obviously they're hot. I know East Newton coach Todd Dana said they were obviously the best team in the district, and they were the team you didn't want to play because they were on fire.
Who's hot for Seneca right now?
Seneca's kind of been led by the same 3 guys all year. Obviously there's a lot of kids on the team that plays, but their senior captains are Matt Wilkes and Patrick Bennett. Bennett's a heck of a 3-point shooter, and Wilkes makes free throws like nobody's business. Against Mount Vernon, he made 6 straight in the last 35 seconds to pull out the win. Bennett's made a ton of big 3-pointers. And the team also has 2 sophomores, Nick Cheston and Toby Rolsema, who's has been a pretty big spark for their offense this year.
Finally, Coach Will King's done a really good job. What's been the key to his success so far with the program?
I think some of it, he's obviously Seneca native, but he's coached with Coach Brad Barton, who was a pretty good coach, obviously. After he left Seneca, he went to Willard and took them to the state championship games. His defense, he prides himself on defense. Every time I talk to him this year, it's always about defense. He's not a coach that worries about the offense because he says if you have a good defense, the offense will take care of itself. So their goal is to kind of shut down the other team's offense and let their offense kind of be a byproduct of their defense intensity. They play really solid man-to-man defense, and it's hard for them to move the ball around. Like in the championship game on Saturday, Easton was looking for Denny Farmer, but Mavericks onus was on him, and they couldn't get the ball and mounted into him for that final play.
Well, when's the game? This is some of the particulars real quick.
7:45 tentatively at Southwest Baptist University's gymnasium. There's a game at 6 o'clock between Fairgrove and Aurora, so if that runs late, obviously that pushes the other game back a little bit. But
that's Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, yep.
Right.
Winter plays Saturday at Missouri State against either Willow Springs or Lynn, Missouri.